So I've been living alone for a while now. No roommates, no parents, no friends, just me. And I thought this would be just a freedom, like I could do whatever I want, stay up late. But in fact, apart from that, living on my own taught me quite a lot of things about myself. And I want to share this with you, as you might face the same stuff. This stuff I didn't even expect to realize, but I'm glad I did. The first thing I began to notice is a silence. Don't hear this just random conversation, casual at the kitchen or so on in the next room or something. It's just silence, just you. And this is kind of relieving, as it is calm, but at the same time it leaves you alone. You don't have anyone to talk to. You just stare at the silence. You be with yourself, not only physically but mentally as well. And this brings you to the thoughts about yourself. This deep conversation inside your mind that you've been avoiding for a long time. Now they coming up to the surface because no one distracts you anymore. It's just you and your mental you. But after a while I've started to learn my natural rhythm, my life rhythm, I started to realize I like slow mornings with cup of coffee and biscuits, and probably cleaning the room is not the first thing in the morning I want to do, but in fact I would much rather prefer cleaning at the night time, just because it feels like the right thing to do for me. Realizing your natural rhythm, I think is really important, because you finally belong to yourself. You can do things, what you have to do, but you get to do them whatever you want them to be done. These things feels like I finally starting to listen to myself. But then comes the hard part I didn't expect. Let's be real, it's not just calm vibes, it's not just like peace and all the good things. It also comes with the cost of overthinking, as you stay here in silence. There is nobody to pull you out from this. You just start to overthink or distract yourself with short-term videos like TikTok and stuff. Otherwise you could just go crazy. So I had to learn how to sit with my own thoughts, and then this dance got easier. As someone said, when I got older I realized there were no real winners and no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. And then after all this brainstorming, I finally started to build trust within myself. I started to learn how to live with myself. I became my own safe space. I'm the only one who checks on me, like how am I doing, what I think right now about, and things like that. It's just these little simple things that someone else could ask me, but there is nobody to ask, so I had to ask it myself, because otherwise it's real hard. And then started to play guitar, not to impress anyone, but to just relax my brain, just dive into emotions, just feel the vibe, not to impress someone again, but just for yourself. You start to match surrounding with your own reflection. And let's talk about how it changed my relationships in general, with people or romantic relationships. I started to show up not just to fill up the silence, but I was wisely choosing people who I want to spend time with. Do you get what I mean? And sometimes it means any kind of things. Like, for example, I stopped to continue conversation just to fill up the uncomfortable gap, because I was comfortable with the silence already. I had to experience it 24/7 or 24/6, whatever, but now I can just stay silent and don't give a single about it. And I became more intentional with who I spend time with. I started to choose company more wisely, and that changes everything. You start to connect with people who you really want to connect with. So yeah, living on your own is not just about freedom, but at the same time, don't be afraid of this, because this is really a good experience, and I think everyone should face it at least once in their lifetime, preferably in the young age, not when you're oldest, and you don't need anyone anyway, and nobody needs you. So try now. If you have an opportunity, don't be afraid to move out from your parents, from your housemates, and start living on your own. You will feel the change. You will start to focus on things even more. You're gonna be more deeper connected with yourself, let's say. This is a useful experience, so try it out if you get a chance. If not, that's fine. That's not like a huge thing. It's not like necessary, but it is a life-changing one. And on this note, thank you for your watching. Let me know in the comments if you have ever lived on your own, and just say hi to me, really, because I need some feedback from you guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.